what is up? Welcome to Day Ray with me, your girl Ray Ray. Hey, hi, how's it going? How you doing? I hope you are doing well. The pool situation. So I have a quick set, easy pool. And if you guys have been following my live streams, you guys know I've been talking about cleaning my pool and cleaning it out and all that other stuff. And I just wanted to let you guys know how it went. So this weekend I got sunburnt all over my back, and it hurts rather painfully. But I went out Saturday and I didn't, like a dummy, take a picture of the pool because I actually didn't want to take my phone outside because it was so hot. It was like 90 plus degrees and the humidity was so thick, and I didn't want to take my phone outside because I didn't want it to overheat, because it has overheated before in the past when I've gone outside. So I didn't take my phone out and I didn't take a picture, but I found a picture of kind of what it looked like. Just imagine that with a whole bunch of leaves and twigs and cicadas and what else? I don't know, but just picture this is what my pool looked like. So that picture I just found on the internet because stupid me, like I said, I forgot to take a picture. But I did clean out the pool. So on the first day, of course, I went out, I cleaned all the gunk out. And then the second day if you guys remember me talking about it, there was holes. There's a couple holes on the bottom of the pool, but we could not find them. Like, I have no idea where these holes are. And so me and man-child were talking, and I had, we were like, well, what if we just sealed the whole bottom of the pool? Like, we were thinking like a ton of like Flex tape or something. He's like, no, let's just spray it with like Flex Seal or something. But they don't make aerosol Flex Seal, but they do make a liquid Flex Seal. In fact, I have a can left and I'll show you what I used. So this is what we got. We got 5 cans of this and then 1 can of white, because the guy at the Home Depot where we got this at said that for the area that we would need 6 cans, and we wanted to go up the side a little bit. So what I did with the white one is I used that one first, and I went around the whole edge of the pool where the seam was. And I did like almost 2 coats of that, and I used about a half a can, and I had like this little mini paint roller for some reason. So again, I didn't record any of this, but I did take the footage off my Ring camera because we do have a camera that faces the backyard, and I will narrate and talk over it. And then once the outer edge was done, I literally took this. I have a handle and a roller, and I just opened it and just started pouring it all over the bottom of the pool, and took the roller and rolled it all out. And then I got out of the pool and finished it off. It's supposed to cure for 24 hours. It's like rubber, I guess. Yes, it is a rubberized coating that starts out as a thick liquid, seeps into cracks and holes, and dries as to a watertight, flexible, rubberized coating. Flex Seal liquid can be brushed, rolled, dipped, or poured to create a super strong, high-performance, protective rubber coating that seals out air, water, or moisture on a variety of surfaces. It's resistant to rain, snow, sun, wind, hail, air, and moisture. Extreme temperatures and natural weathering, is patent pending, blah, 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 blah. So I ended up using 4 cans. So we have 1 extra can left, but we ended up using 4 cans of Flex Seal to coat the whole bottom of the pool. And I went over the white a little bit. So we have 1 can of this left and 1 can of white. Our pool is 16 by 48. It is an Intex pool, and let me tell you something. So if you have a pool, like the Intex pool, so we were going to get a new one because of the whole situation. This is why we were doing all this. We were going to buy a new pool for this summer because the Intex pools really weren't that expensive. But then COVID hit and 2020 hit. The prices for pools have tripled and quadrupled. The cost of my pool, when I bought my pool, again, a 16 by 48 pool, when I bought that with everything, it came up to like $300. That was it, $300, that's it. And it came with the ladder, it came with the pool cover, like everything, like the pump, everything. The same exact pool that I have is now $800 freaking dollars on Walmart. We want to now see what I wanted was I wanted a rectangular pool. I wanted not a square, but I wanted I just wanted a rectangle pool so I could swim my laps. I just wanted to go back and forth and get my laps in, and then that way my son could have his half of the pool, I could have my half of the pool, because with the round pool, I can't swim that far. It's only 16 feet and I'm 5 foot, so I'm only swimming like 10 feet. Like, you know, I'm not really getting a workout. So I do like more aerobic pool exercises. So that's why I wanted a longer pool to actually be able to swim. The pool that I wanted, I think it was like 23 feet or 24 feet by something. I forget what it was. It was like almost $2,000 freaking dollars. I think it was like, it was 12 foot wide and 24 foot long. Like almost $2,000 for an easy set pool, for an Intex pool. And then, don't get me started. So, and then chlorine this year. If you have a pool, good luck finding chlorine tablets. I hope you have some left over from last year, because there are no such thing as chlorine tablets this year. It's all liquid chlorine. Why, do you ask? Well, I have been informed at the pool place that the pool supply store that we go to when we frequent to buy our supplies, so there's 3 major manufacturing companies for pool supplies and pool chemicals and stuff. One of them blew up. One of them caught fire. The one that caught fire is the one that makes the chlorine tabs. There's no chlorine tabs this year. If anybody has chlorine tabs, it's from leftover from last year and all that, like, just insanity. So we only are dealing with liquid chlorine, and which is fine because I do both. So we do have a salt water converter for our sand pump, and then I always left a chlorine tab in the pool just to give that extra sanitation. But this year it looks like we're also, I mean, on top of the salt, that we are also going to just pour some liquid chlorine in there every few days just to make sure that it's sanitized and everything else. Plus we cut trees down in the backyard. As you will see, there's a big pile. You'll see like where we've been burning stuff. But now the pool has lots of sun until 2 o'clock in the afternoon. Before, it was only sun on the pool in the morning and not in the afternoon. So now we finally have sun until like 2 is when the the shade starts to actually move to the pool. Because I was paying attention when I was out there cleaning the pool the other day. But the sun starts to move over around the pool around 2 o'clock, and then by 4 the pool is like completely covered in shade. So we have more hours in the sun, which means the water will be warmer, and usually the shade starts hitting the pool like used to hit the pool around 11 o'clock. So if you wanted to get in the pool and hit the sun, you would have to get out there before 11, which would never happen because I would do all my chores and stuff in the morning. So but with that being said, I'm gonna roll the footage from my my video camera for my Ring system, and I will explain what is going on, and then I'll show you the pool and stuff. So all right, so as you can see, I am in the dirty, murky, nasty water, and you're probably wondering what I'm using. I'm actually using my dust bucket that I sweep my floors with. It was easy because there's like a couple little divots at the bottom of the pool where like the water catches, and I literally would just soak up the water into my little dustpan. It's basically what it is my dustpan. And I was just continuously just getting the murky water out. That was the first task, was to get as much water out as possible. So the next task was, as you see my son, he has got the push broom. And what he's doing is he's pushing all the leaves and the sticks and the twigs over to one side of the pool. That way we had one pile and we can get as much out as possible. I'm still getting all the water out, but he's pulling all the leaves and the dead stuff and pulling it all over to one side of the pool. And then, like I said, I'm just scooping the water out. This probably took about 45 minutes, maybe close to an hour to do this step, just because it was just gross. And my son, he also had the hose in there, so we were hosing off and staying cool in the pool and not actually swimming. So here my roommate is bringing me the liquid chlorine. For some reason the camera didn't pick up me dumping all the leaves and the buckets of the leaves and the twigs and stick out. For some reason, I have no clue. So what I did with the liquid chlorine was, there's a bucket in the pool, as you can see behind the ladder, and I poured some of the liquid chlorine in the bucket with some water from the hose. And I took the push broom and I scrubbed the bottom of the pool. I scrubbed all the sides of the pool and had my son hose it off. Here, me and my son were just being silly. And then once all that, once I scrubbed everything, I had my son hose it out, and then we dumped all that water out. I collected all that water and then dumped all that out as well. So at this point in time of the morning, I went outside, I took my spin brush mop and collected any dirt, debris, cicadas, and any excess pools of water that needed to be cleaned up. So we had a nice dry surface for me to lay the Flex Seal down. So for some reason, the camera again did not show me doing the white outer rim part, which is fine. So I took a little paint roller, and like I said, I used the white Flex Seal and did the outer edge and did the bottom just around the edges. And now I'm going into the pool and I am getting the clear Flex Seal, and I'm literally just going to dump it on the whole bottom, like each can on the bottom of the pool, and just take my big roller and roll it out. Here I was telling Manchild that I needed some more cans if he can bring them out, so I didn't have to get out of the pool, because I had already gone through 2 cans and I needed to at least 2 more. I was almost to the middle of the pool at this point. So at this point, I had to just do the area around me. So I had to get out of the pool. I left the roller in there, and then I literally had to just take the ladder out because I had to get around the ladder, or where the ladder sits. And then I just leaned over the pool, as you'll see here shortly. I opened the last can and I just poured it where I needed it and just used the roller and smoothed it all out. The sun, it was starting to get cloudy and I was afraid it was gonna rain, so I was like trying to get this done and hope that it didn't, because the sun kept going in and it was like getting dark in certain areas. So I wanted to make sure I got this done, and just in case it did rain. Okay, so I am going to take you outside, but for those of you who do not have, sorry, my big old fat finger's in the way, who do not have cicadas where you live, I'm going to open my door and I want you to hear what we hear every single day. Now, they're a little bit quieter right now. The decimals of them have been recorded up to 9 decimals. And the people, like the governor is actually saying that some people may have to wear earplugs or something because of the noise of the cicadas. So just let you know, I'm getting ready to walk outside. So they're actually pretty quiet right now, to be honest. But let me show you this real quick. So our front porch was covered last night, and this is all the cicadas that were in the bucket. This is my bucket where I use stuff. Like, if you don't know what a cicada looks like, there's a bunch of them in here. And look at all the shells. These are all the shells from the cicadas. They're all over the house. Well, they were, but they're not right now. But yeah, so we have major cicadas here. And like I said, my porch was covered with them. They're not so much now. Oh, there's a live one. There he is right there, Mr. Cicator. How you doing, dude? You find your mate yet? But yeah, so pretty crazy stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm walking out back, and I will show you the final result of the pool, because I actually do have to run the hose back out here, and I have to start putting water in the pool before the pool water is delivered, because you have to have so much water in the pool. As I was saying earlier in the video, this is the only stuff that you can find is chlorinating liquid. So that's all we can find right now. So here is the pool. Let me show you guys. So this is the inside of the pool. There's a bunch of little dead cicadas in there. But as you see, I did the rim, the outer rim in the white. And then this whole bottom is clear and it's rubberized. So we might be able to get more grip, but I did it really thick along the seams, especially down around here. So you should have seen this water. It was so black. It was so disgusting. I should have, like I said, took a video of it, but I did not. But yeah, so I need to plug up the hole and then run the hose back here, and then start putting some water in it and start getting her filled up. So that's my adventure, or this year's adventures with my pool. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this little pool vlog, I guess you could say. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate all your guys' love and support. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, please be kind, because you don't know what kind of battle someone's going through. So don't be a dick. And yeah, the cicadas. Oh, where did that water just come from? That was weird. I just got splashed with water. Maybe a bird just peed on me. I don't know. All right, guys, I love you so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.